Welcome back guys again for another video. Today we're going to talk about something that was discussed on stage and also something that could potentially be added in the future updates of Anime Vanguards. So yeah, let's get started. By the way guys, our goal is to get to 100,000 subscribers eventually, and I'll be posting daily until we get to 100k subscribers. So if you want to help me reach this goal, then please don't forget to like and subscribe for more Anime Vanguards news, gameplays, and other stuff like that, and tower defense game content in general. Let's get started. Alright, so this is something that actually Anime Last Stand has. This is because a game poll recently was held in the Anime Vanguards Discord, and this actually talks about which unit would you guys like to see make a comeback in viability. So we have Obito, Cha-In, Tengen, Gojo Infinity, and then Sukuna. Now, before people say that this is going to be another Jujutsu Kaisen update, it is confirmed a while ago by testers that there's going to be no JJK stuff happening. Not just testers, actually. This was mentioned on stage, and this is because of legal reasons. Okay, legal reasons, they cannot add a new JJK update. So I would like for this to be a double Evo and for Gojo to be a Vanguard quest. However, that is very unlikely because they're no longer going to be adding new Jujutsu Kaisen stuff. So whatever they have right now, all Jujutsu Kaisen stuff we have right now is likely going to be what we're going to be getting for Jujutsu Kaisen for the near future, or probably for the foreseeable future. We probably will never be getting Vanguard Sukuna, which, by the way, a Vanguard Sukuna was planned, but then it was cancelled because of legal reasons. So we're never going to be getting Vanguard Sukuna anymore. But we could be getting something which is probably as interesting, which is Z Awakens. Now, Z Awaken is actually something that's already in Anime Last Stand. Basically, how it works is in Anime Last Stand is you're going to complete a series of stages. You're going to get coins, and you're going to be coins or tokens, I believe. And you're going to use those to essentially Z Awaken your unit. And the units that you Z Awaken are units from older updates that if you Z Awaken them, they're going to be stronger in the new form, or they're gonna be stronger now. So like, for example, let's say for example this game poll that we have right here, right? So this game poll, the winner was Gojo. So if you can see right here, most of these are old units. We have Obito, Cha-In, Tengen, Gojo, and Sukuna. Obviously, Gojo was the winner. We all love Gojo. And then most likely what they're going to be doing right here, if they take this path, is they're going to be Z Awakening Gojo. We're going to be Z Awakening Gojo. I don't know how they're going to do that right now, but it's very likely that this is how they're going to approach Gojo. And then most likely what's going to happen is Gojo is going to get a buff in stats. Most likely Gojo will be a lot stronger stat-wise. It's also a very big possibility that Gojo will be getting new passives. It's a very big possibility that Gojo could get new passives, which is actually very interesting because the passive of these older units are actually not holding up anymore. Like, Gojo is still somewhat usable, but in my opinion, is no longer that strong. But maybe they could buff the passives of these units and make them a lot better if we were to Z Awaken them, if that's what's going to be happening. Now, yeah, that's most likely what's going to be happening for this poll right here, because they can't make any more Jujutsu Kaisen content, which likely means that we are going to be getting Z Awakenings in the near future in Anime Vanguards. This is something that again was talked about on stage. This is something that Dokkan Battle has, and a lot of these tower defense games take their features, or take some of the features that they have from these gacha games like Dokkan Battle and whatnot. So yeah, you're probably going to be seeing Z Awakened characters in the future, but not only is this good for those older characters, this is also pretty good for their updates in general. Like, imagine, right, we're gonna get Z Awakened characters after the update, which is actually really possible because there's a lot of characters from older updates, like for example Gojo and Sukuna, right? There was also Obito and Naruto. Those characters could get Z Awakened as the updates move on. Like for example, Gojo, since they can no longer do a Jujutsu Kaisen update, could get a Z Awakening. Sukuna could also get a Z Awakening. This could add to the content that we're getting per update, which would make us be able to basically farm more stuff without them working more. Basically, this is gonna give us more stuff to grind without them putting as much work, you know? So it's kind of a very interesting thing, and I'm very excited for this Z Awakening thing, if it's ever going to be what's happening, because everything here is just a theory. It was mentioned on stage, I believe, and the game poll kind of hints at the fact that that's gonna be what's happening. So yeah, before I end this video, I want to ask you guys, what are some characters that you want to see get Z Awakened in Anime Vanguards? Me personally, if you were to ask me which characters I would want to get Z Awakened, I want to see Ichigo eventually get a Z Awakening. Maybe Toji, eventually get a Z Awakening because Toji's still a pretty good character, but I want to see these older characters get a Z Awakening. Toji is a good example. Gilgamesh, probably Gilgamesh is not gonna get Z Awakened. I can see Gilgamesh getting a Vanguard quest eventually because of how much these devs love their Fate updates. It's more likely for Gilgamesh to get a Vanguard quest, but I want to see, me personally, Toji getting a Z Awakening and maybe some of these other older units like Sukuna and Gojo. But yeah, that's pretty much it, and I'll see you guys in the next update. Peace out, everybody.